So the first thing I'm going to do is true this up a little bit. If I did it for a living, it would be a job instead of fun.
Mark Irving discovered that fun just a few years ago. It's just the basic premise, he says, that first piqued his interest.
You can take an ugly piece of wood and make something beautiful out of it.
While others paint or sculpt, Mark and his growing faction of woodworkers prefer turning.
A lot of people are turning.
Jack Savona is a fellow turner and original member of the Southern Maine Wood Turners, a club of some 100 members which meets regularly to promote and inspire their art.
A lot of the baby boomers are retiring and they're looking for something to do, a passion. And wood turning can be a passion.
Just refine the curve.
Just ask Mark, who, once realizing that passion, invested in his own lathe and quality set of tools.
It's just enjoying that whole process of making those shavings, watching the shavings fly off, watching something appear out of that piece of wood.
From first spins to that final rub down with some mineral oil.
This is the part I always like because it turns the wood a nice, rich, warm color.
Mark can turn a bowl in just about an hour. And hobby or not, he and the other club members can turn out some pretty impressive pieces.
If you see some of the items that are produced off the lathe, especially the ones that are embellished with wood burning, with painting, with carving, they are truly a work of art.
Art that's nice enough to even sell, which on occasion Mark does. But he warns you've got to be patient. Remember, he's just having fun. It's not a job.
There are people who have asked me for things, and there are some people who are still waiting. So when I get to it, I get to it.